Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. And if you're an old one, welcome back, my lovelies. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscribes, your shares. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your donations. They are truly appreciated. And thank you for your emails. Emails of confirmation. Emails just sharing your stories, and emails booking readings. My readings are open. There is a 48 to 72 hour turnaround for my readings. But if you need something a bit speedier, I do offer an emergency service. Okay. Now, please be aware that there is still someone going through the comment section here and there, pretending to be me, pretending to be a friend, pretending to be a light one or a light worker. If it says WhatsApp me, if there's any type of solicitation, if it says I am drawn to you or blessed be, even if it has my picture, if there is no highlighted banner, it is not me. It is a scammer. Please do not be fooled. Okay, just block and report kindly. Thank you so much. Now, the energy that I pick up on is fluid, meaning I can be picking up on past, present, or future, or an amalgamation of all three. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, also, the energy that I pick up on is, you know, if I say male, female, masculine, feminine, he, she, we all hold these energies. So this reading could be for you. It could be for the person you're thinking of, another light one. It could be for your divine counterpart or someone completely different. So please do not make the story fit if it doesn't. If this message that comes through does not resonate, please have a look at some of my other readings. And if none of them resonate, you may need a personal reading. The only way to get a reading from me is by contacting me. And that's why I'm saying that if there is anyone pretending to be me, reaching out, asking to have a reading, you will know it's not me. Okay, the only way to have a reading done by me is to email me. You have to reach out to me, my lovelies. Okay, all of my information is in the description box. Thank you so much. Now, what's going on with this blocked energy? What is going on here? Let's see. Because you know what, when I was setting up for this reading, I just kept getting the word sing, sing, sing. So this is for my singers. This is for the people especially who are, you know, they're guided by their inner child or by, you know, their passions lead to sing. Whether that's in a professional stance or if that's just what you do in the shower to light yourself up. But there's something about the way that you sing and when you sing, how you connect to your ancestors. And there's also an encouragement to go out into nature and to sing. Okay, for those who do it, you're being told to keep doing it. And for those who have never thought of doing that, go outside to a green space. Okay, because you've also got here, oh wow, because you know what, the energy that I saw, I was listening to Britain's Got Talent, just like the little snippet clips that come up on like YouTube shorts, and this girl came out and she was like about 12 or 13, and when she sang, oh my gosh, my whole body went cold, and I just closed my eyes and listened to her because she had such an old soul. You could tell it from the way that she sang. It was such an old, it's like she'd been here before. But that what I saw did not, it wasn't, I knew it was a message for the collective, because as she was singing, I saw someone in the woods or out in nature singing. And it doesn't have to be loud, it doesn't have to be in tune, but there's something about the way that you sing that I saw this person singing, and then ethically behind them there was, you know, either fae or something in nature. It's your roots grow really deep when you sing in nature. Your roots grow really deep when you sing anyway, because you've got here exchange energy to create abundance. There's something about going out to center yourself, especially when you're feeling stressed out or you're feeling overworked or tired. Singing, your ancestors come even closer. Okay, they kind of gather round and listen, and there's something about them singing through you as well, because you've got on here Earth Mother, feeling loved and comforted, with it being upside down. Now on here it says exchange energy to create abundance. Someone is either aware of how beautiful this gift is that you have. And that makes sense. That makes sense, because in the previous reading that I did, it was talking about, what was it? Something about your face, the face, when the voice doesn't match the face, or the other way around. So this is also about stealing someone's creative content, okay, or intellectual property. Because you've got on here, Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, and it's upside down. Somebody was trying to steal, if you write your own music or you write poems or you like to sing out loud and you like to make rhymes and things like that, if you've ever recorded things like that or ever thought of pursuing that, there's someone here who has tried to kind of copy or emanate the energy that you give off, which is authentically yours. Because it says here, surround yourself with protective energy and exchange energy to create abundance. Someone is still looking into how they can steal what is yours, which is your voice. And it's reminding me of a reading that I've done very recently, talking about the story of the Little Mermaid, of, you know, Ariel, when she goes to Ursula, thinking that Ursula is going to help her. But Ursula has other motives. So she's like, I'll take your voice to give you legs. Okay. So whoever this person is, they're doing the same thing. And it says, grow within your current situation and surround yourself with protective energy. If at any time you have had your voice quietened, you're being told to have a look at this, because there's wisdom in there. There's wisdom that can be gained to help you, especially with the way that you sing, protect your own auric shield. Because I'm seeing a lot of gold around you. And the Midas touch, I heard the Midas touch. The more you sing, the more it vibrates with the law of abundance. Stay rooted and grounded. This is why you need to go into nature. There's something about, it's not just your ancestors that kind of like gather around close, almost like when you're at a restaurant and there's a person at the other side of the table that's trying to tell you something and you have to really lean over to hear what they're saying. Your ancestors do that, or your elevated guides do that. But also there's something very old and very wise and very sentient that is, you know, is Mother Gaia. And when you go into nature, excuse me, my throat seems to be closing up, excuse me. I send that back to where it comes from, across all space, time and dimension, in the past, present and future. So may be blessed be amen. It is so because of my I am presence. Let me get rid of that. Someone wants to close down my voice as I'm telling you this. But singing, there's movement as well, but this is aimed really at those who really connect through song, through poem, whether that is rap, whether that is hymns, whether that is, you know, making up your own words and singing, whether that's karaoke, whether you put on, you know, music in the background and just sing along. There's something about your voice, your tone, and how it pulls everyone in, almost like Snow White in that scene, you know, when she's in the middle, and this is like the old school Snow White, you know, the 1930s drawn one, when she's in the middle of the forest and she throws herself on the ground and she's crying and all of these animals come out to check that she's okay. There's this energy of you connecting with something really beautiful and really ancient and really rooted in Mother Gaia when you sing. Going into nature is going to connect that even more for you, okay? Because I heard animal communication. Now, grow within your current situation has come out, but you've also got here Oracle in reverse. Wait for important information. Somebody is purposely trying to block your throat chakra because it's very important. And it says hold space and surround yourself with protective energy. So someone here may need to do some sort of throat cleansing. Okay, you can do that through gargling salt water and setting intention into the water, if that's only if it resonates with you, and setting intention into that salt for what it is that you want it to do, because it's extremely protective as well as healing and grounding. And water helps to cleanse and clear things away, but gargling with that, because you've got move in a new direction and hold space upside down. Someone does not want you to sing. They do not want you to get your voice out, okay? Because I'm hearing someone here has a really beautiful and haunting voice. Tell me more. And I heard just like your grandmother or just like somebody in your family, okay? Drop your shields. Now, this is telling me that there is someone here who wants you to drop your shields, and the energy of this card is saying that there's something from a past timeline that has closed you from singing, and that will be for specific people, because especially if wait for an important information upside down, there may be a message that needs to come through to you, and the way that you will get that is through clairaudience. It may be through song, it may be through things that you hear on TV, or it could be that you hear someone as you're walking along and you're thinking about something, or you're thinking about a question, or you're ruminating over something that happened in the past, and what they say resonates so wholly with you. This is coming towards you, but someone here is guarding their throat. So either they don't sing enough, or they only sing to themselves. You've also got here, let go of the need to be right. Someone here needs to sing because they have got some sort of blockage. And a blockage doesn't mean that it can't be unblocked. A blockage doesn't mean that it's completely closed, because if your throat chakra was completely closed, you wouldn't speak at all. Do you know what I mean? You've also got trust your talents in changing times. Give yourself the credit when it comes to how you sing and how you communicate. Give yourself credit for the things that you know you do well, and be gentle with yourself with the things that you know that you may need to work on or put love into. And it says, yeah, just look, take care of your needs. And you've also got let go of the need to be right. So if anybody right now is annoyed, or there's something that you're not saying, and if it's bringing up an emotional wounded, trigger from feeling like you weren't heard before, voice these needs. And if you need to sing through it to clear and remove whatever it is that's restraining your throat, do so, okay? Because you've also got harness mystic power there. All right, and you've got take care of your needs. Someone here is saying to you, and this is either an elevated guardian, this could be a protector, this could be a passed over loved one, but someone here is saying that you need to connect to that part of yourself because you have talents that are hidden, or talents that you were told to be quiet about or weren't applauded for, especially when you were younger. Because you've got here, unlock the magic within, and it's upside down. Someone's holding back. Now, grow within your current situation as well. I am getting the energy though that someone here is trying to pick at something, and I don't know if this is energy that's been sent towards you, if it's outside or inside. And I heard inside. There may be chaos going on the outside, but someone needs to look at this, because look, follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. This is all to do with your throat chakra and how you voice your needs, how you connect that to your heart space as well. Choose your path and trust your talents in changing times. Sometimes my readings are about things that are happening in the ethers or happening in the background with, chaotic karmic people, and how we kind of heal the things that we have so that it's a lot harder for them to in any way attach. And sometimes my readings come through that are just about how we internally grow. Okay, and this seems to be one of those, because choose your path and trust your talents in changing time. Someone here either wants to be a singer, wants to be in that industry, wants to use their voice in some way that is, melodic, and brings that kind of, that feeling when you hear a song that just resonates with you, whether it's an old song from your childhood or it's a new song that you've never heard before. For example, when I first heard the first song of Ed Sheeran, I remember that song because I was in like one of those shops where it's called CEX that we have in Britain, and you can go in and you can buy secondhand anything, when it comes to tech or DVDs and things like that. I was just having a look around, and I remember that song playing, and I was just like, who is that? Who's singing this? Because it's just touched me to my core. There's something here with the way that you vocalize, the way that you connect through your throat chakra, that is so important to helping other people light up their creativity, and I don't think you realize this. And you're being called, especially with Star Ancestor, you have Starseed family, you have elevated Starseed family that are asking you to connect with this part of yourself, okay? And to realize that you have some beautiful talents and gifts that either you are not, you're not fully, exploring, or you're not fully seeing how much potential you have. And for those that are, you're being told to keep going. There's something about vocal training as well, because you've got here, take the time to reflect, and it's upside down. Someone here doesn't realize how talented they are, or there's something about being uncomfortable with being given compliments on those talents, on those singing talents. It could be writing songs as well, but I keep seeing someone opening their mouth, okay? And you've got here, embrace the energy of peace and trust your talents in changing times. So someone is being called and gently encouraged to look at anything from the past timeline. So this could be a timeline from a year ago, or from when you were, 5, 10, 15. That is kind of holding you back from fully unleashing the gift that you have of song, of verse, of, touching other people's soul with your words. Now you've also got, look, exchange energy to create abundance, okay? Now this is coming back to the start. There's someone here who likes what you do, but is envious of it, okay? And it's giving me that energy again of Ursula, because you've got here, take note of intuitive messages. Someone's definitely trying to block the way that you lead with your intuition, and it's not so much that they're putting fear in there, and if it is, it's very subtle, but it's more to do with doubting yourself, or trying to remind you more of when your voice was quietened than the fact that your voice is so beautiful that it should never be, okay? So you've also got here, connect with your emotions, upside down, look, throat chakra again, and exchange energy to create abundance. Someone here is also being told that they are at the stage in their life where, do you know what, if they made their own demo, if they started reaching out to certain, you know, companies and things like that, you'd get a record deal, okay? Because you've got unleash the wild within. Exchange energy to create abundance. This is a massive encouragement to whoever it is that aspires to be a singer, a songwriter, somebody who uses spoken word or song, to jump for it, go for it, okay? Because it says shed old skin, and someone's holding themselves back, or someone is being held back, or it's almost like the energy of both. But I keep hearing inner. A lot of it is inner. Anything else that wants to come out? Because I was told, like, when I was setting up for this reading, I asked which deck I should get out, and I heard my sunshine deck, and I've realized that each deck has its own personality or its own energy that it holds, and this one is my sunshine deck, okay? Trust your instincts, okay? Now that's my sunshine deck, and I was told this is my pure love deck, okay? Pure unconditional love, because I've opened it and the first card that I have is self-love upside down. Okay, and it says for self-love, let the wall fall that separates me from my vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Someone here is kind of like taking advantage of someone's, what's the word? Lack of confidence when it comes to their capabilities and how they create and how they sing and how they flow through that sacral chakra, through their throat chakra. And you've also got delusion in reverse. Okay, and it says on here, intention without surrender can be the fast path to delusion. So you're being told that you already know that you have this gift. You have to believe in yourself. You have to set yourself the intention of, this is the goal that I have for myself. What baby steps can I take to attain that? Okay, and I do understand and empathize that change, because change kept coming out, okay? Change, you know, change and change, times changing and things like that kept coming out. That any time of shift, energy shift, where we go from what we're comfortable in to something that's completely new, can be really scary. It can be scary because it's the unknown. Like for me, for example, I was an early years educator with children under the age of 5 for 21 years. Going from that to then doing what I do now in a completely different field was so scary. But the thing is, it was exhilarating at the same time, because you free yourselves from the worry that you will fall, and if you fall that you'll never get up. And you do. We always get up. We get up and we get up and we shed off the skin of the old, okay, which came out as well. And then something new comes along, but you won't know what opportunities are out there for you unless you put actionable steps towards it. And that's what you're being asked to do, okay? Now, and look, flow and companionship came up, and they're both upside down. Now, flow says, allow me, divine, to move with flow and respond with calmness and peace. So someone here is definitely, what's the word? They're putting almost like a magnifying glass to the parts of yourself that you've repressed when it comes to how you voice your talents. Because companionship here says giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So they may be trying to highlight a past timeline, especially as we started with self-love and the inner child. They may be trying to highlight a past timeline in which you didn't feel heard, or you didn't feel valued for your talents, or even if it's not your talents, it's how you connected to other people. So if you were always cut off halfway through a sentence, or you'd start talking to someone and they just turn their head and start talking to someone else, or you know, you try and sing and they would be ignoring you, doing something else. They create tiny little nicks, little wounds, little bits of trauma that all add up, especially if we have other experiences in our life where the people that we care for and we put love, time and energy into do not raise us up in that aspect of our voice being heard. And when you have such a beautiful gift such as song and singing and touching other people's soul through song, I can understand why then there would be this kind of like hesitancy to go forward. But you're being told that you can do this because you've got true offering coming out. And whoever it is that's trying to hold you back, they're doing it by playing on any fears or insecurities that you may have. And please remember, I'm not judging you for having fears or insecurities, because you're a spiritual being having a human experience, okay? And it says here, true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. You're being told to offer that up. Offer up any fear, any worry, any concern about moving from where you are and taking those baby steps to reach the goal. If it is what you want to do when it comes to song, using your voice, okay? Because here you've got giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. And it's upside down. Somebody was doing the Ursula sea witch thing of trying to offer up your voice. And I heard it sounds like an angel. To what? To free themselves. To free themselves from something, because you've got freedom coming out, clearing, and sign upside down. So they were trying to clear something off of their back, and I heard karmic debt. And you've also got sign in reverse, which says instincts are messages from the inner divine. So someone was trying to block you from how confident you are in listening to your own intuition, okay? Because your voice is extraordinary. You are extraordinary. And it says here, there's a wild, impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honoured. Someone's trying to block that without a doubt. Okay, now let's have a look at how they're doing that and how to clear that. Now there was a certain deck that I wanted that I can't see. Where have you gone? This one here. Okay, let's have a look. I wanted to get my blue ones out. Now let's have a look. Show me more. What is it that needs to be done to block, to remove the block from the throat chakra and the heart space? What needs to be done? What needs to be done? What is the answer? Let's have a look. And we've got here 6 of air. And it says here, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. There's something that needs to be released, okay? And this is 3 words. Whether that is going back through into that timeline of when you felt like your voice wasn't being heard, or going back to, you know, and gaining closure from people, places, memories where you felt like you weren't given the same energy, it wasn't matched in your celebrations and your voice being heard, or, you know, it wasn't the same match when you were grieving and needed that support, but you did the same things for them, if that makes sense. Because you've also got the 3 of water in reverse, which says a celebration, a wedding, graduation or birth announcement that needs to have more fun, and it's in reverse. So there may be specific pinpoints or times within when you look back in your past that actually did affect the way that you think about yourself when it comes to your capabilities. And there is a calling from your guides, from your ancestors, from your angels, you know, and anyone else that is there that's on your light team, for you to look into those, especially starting from childhood and going up, okay? Because you've got the 5 of fire in reverse, and it says here, competing goals, bothersome details and conflict with others. With it upside down, there is an energy of encouragement for you to do this at your own pace, of course, but doing this and dipping into this is going to help you release anything that is helping whoever it is that's putting this block in, okay? Now tell me, who is it that's putting this block in? Let's find out. Who's putting this block in? Please and thank you. Because I just heard an evil queen. An evil queen. Who is this evil queen? Please and thank you. Who is the evil queen? Who is the evil queen? Oh, now let's have a look. Ace of fire to the 9 of fire. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So that whoever this person is takes this, I heard excitement in being able to take away, there's something about how you empower other people through your words, but they take excitement in being able to be that Ursula and take your voice. Because you've also got the 9 of fire. Don't give up, protect that which you have created, have courage and believe in yourself. And bring in injury, because the 9 of wands is also about that. 7 of earth, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. It's the 7 of coins. Someone's been working at this. Who is this? Queen of water to the 6 of water. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. This is somebody that realised that you are the Queen of water. You are. You may be a water sign or have water in your chart, okay? And I heard for someone there's something about your north node and your south node that's quite important. So have a look at how much water you have in your chart, what's in your north or south node. Because I keep hearing mother knows best. This may be linked to somebody who had an upbringing with their caregiver being quite narcissistic or just too busy for them, okay? And 6 of water, memories from your history or childhood. There you go. Issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Okay. There's something here also with do not downgrade or minimize how you were treated when you were younger, because that's something that I used to do myself when I was younger. If I was treated like crap by a family member or there was trauma there, I'd downgrade it, I'd minimize it, I'd make it like, oh, it's not such a big deal. It is a big deal. You are a big deal. You are important. How you think and feel is important. Your emotions have value. The things that you have been through, whether they are good or bad, have value to you. Do not, and this is just my opinion because I'm not a therapist, but don't diminish the things that have happened to you, okay? Because this 6 of water is saying that there is some sort of, especially with romanticizing the past, issues regarding children, memories from your history or childhood, of not so much painting, you know, looking through it with rose coloured glasses, but kind of going, oh, that's fine, that's okay. That's part of the reason why you may, if this resonates, find it difficult to then believe in yourself when it comes to your voice, because you've been dismissing it or allowing others to. And I don't say that with a finger of judgment. It is that we co-create the experiences we're in. So if you have been in an experience where it has been very disempowering and you're looking back at it going, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, it's almost like you're encouraging the shadow in yourself to go, you don't have value, okay? And I don't mean any offense by that in any way, shape or form, because you've got life experience coming out. And it says here, Archangel Chamuel, this is the solar plexus. This is all about inner child and looking back at past timelines where your voice was taken away from you, okay? No matter if that was on a large scale or in small succession of events that made you feel like you had to quieten your voice. Because here it says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Okay, and you've also got the 7 of fire, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. There may also be this calling for an encouragement for, especially if you felt like you couldn't really voice who you were or show your identity properly, you know, to 100 degree, because of the living environment that you were in, whether that was that you had a very strict parent or carer, or whether they wanted things done a certain way or for you to look a certain way, or, you know, did not invest in the things that lit you up, whether that's on a grand scale or just, like I said, small nuances of what they said. There's something here with finding closure or encouraging yourself to take those steps to gain closure by healing, by looking at this. Because you've got here fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Someone here also worries way too far into the future about what ifs. What if this goes wrong? If I want to go into singing and I want to go into music, or I want to go into creating that type of harmony, you know, what if I don't have this already, I don't have this, how will I get to that goal? And I heard breathe. Someone needs to breathe. The way that you're going to be able to go forward is by looking back into your past at the things that are making you feel like you're held back, or that you don't have the resources you need already. Because, you know, for example, when I first started this channel, I didn't have a camera. I didn't have a laptop. I literally had my old shoddy little phone, and that was it. And I was doing the readings literally with my phone like this, and I would put like either a candle or something just to lean it on there. And you look back at the first videos that I done, literally my hands are so close, and I just done it that way until I saved up enough for me to then get myself a camera, to then save up enough to get myself a laptop. So start now. And it doesn't mean that you have to run to the nearest company and be like, right, I'm going to sing, let me sing for you, going for auditions. But there's something here about letting your intuition pull you to where it needs to go when it comes to your healing in the past, and how that's going to help you and encourage you to take those baby steps towards meeting that goal that you have, that you want, that you desire as your passions lead. Okay, because you've got 6 of fire here, and the 6 of fire says victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. Someone is trying to hold you in a past timeline when you felt that your voice couldn't be heard. And you've got 5 of earth, fears surrounding money. And it's not, for me, it's not just money, it's also to do with that focus on what we don't have. Because when we focus on what we don't have, we tell the universe, well, that's where I'm vibing, I don't need anymore, I just need the lack that I have. Okay, because you've got the sun, and the sun again is inner child, and it says Archangel Uriel, happy outcome, brilliant ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. You can do this, you can do this, one baby step at the time, one baby step at the time. 10 of fire. Because right now, it's almost like you're worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. Okay, now who is it? I want to know who it is that's sending this. Okay, but I'm also getting as well, there's a massive, massive link to childhood. There's a massive link about someone being burnt out or working too hard. Let me see, I haven't had this deck out for a long time. And you've got here 5 of wands to the 4 of coins. Whoever this is projects a lot of stress and control over, they like to control others. Or there is this stress energy of wanting to control everything. And you've got here temperance. So you're being encouraged, especially with the Queen of Cups, to temperance. To take time for yourself. There's something about taking short breaks through the day to connect with your heart space. Okay. Now, anything else that would like to come out? You've got Page of Swords to the 9 of Wands in reverse. Somebody here who was saying, it's almost like there's this voice, this lying voice saying that you can't heal from this, or you can't look at that part of your timeline. Okay. But you're being told that you can heal from this, and healing from this will take you out of that energy of I don't have what I need to create, to become a singing artist, to become a music producer. And look, whoever it is that's projecting this, because I keep hearing a heart wound, this person does not want you to get out of this. Prove them wrong, okay? Because I always say, and it's kind of my mantra, is never compete with others. Compete with the voice inside you that tells you that you're not good enough. Prove it wrong. That, you know, that energy that you're not deserving to receive. Prove it wrong. Because the best form of revenge towards anyone is allowing them to see you just succeed. Just succeed and be happy. Okay. Now you've got bad investment here. Something that someone invested in, something that went wrong for them. Now, what was it that went wrong for them? Let me see. King of Wands. Because I heard stepping up against your ancestors, or stepping up against you. Because I heard quiet strength or quiet confidence. How many more? Now we've got quite a few that have come out. Let's have a look. This is about resting. And look, you know what I was talking about? Quiet confidence and competing only with yourself. Here you go. Because Seven of Wands is about competition. With it in reverse, you're being told that there's no need to compete with others. There's no need to worry about what's going to come forward, okay? Because you will exhaust yourself. You do have the Page of Pentacles here to the Five of Swords. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. This, for some reason, this is giving me a caregiver or parent energy. Now, this can be somebody who is casting, but I don't get that. I get more this is projection. That someone is projecting, constantly projecting. If you grew up in a, you know, a family household where there was really high expectations of how you were supposed to, I keep hearing perform. So how you were supposed to act on a daily basis. And I heard smothering for someone, because look, you've got Tower there. Smothering. This person's energy is still connected to yours. And you've got to remember, like any energetic cords, in my opinion, it's not fact, but my experience. So energetic cords, we have them to everything. We have them to, you know, past memories, to places that we visited, to people. So you may still have a cord to the best friend that you had when you were in high school. But it will be very thin if you haven't seen that person in 20 years. But to those who you have in your life a lot, or that you converse with a lot, or you see quite a lot, they're going to be a lot thicker. And these cords are like fiber broadband. You know, energy is passed subconsciously, back and forward, back and forward. And if you have somebody that you're now estranged from, or that you don't talk to anymore at all, but that cord is still there, if that person is thinking bitterly, or that person is in a low mood, or that person is still stuck in a karmic cycle, they're going to be sending that energy towards you, okay? And there is an encouragement to remove this cord. Removing the cord does not mean that you banish the other person. It literally gives you breathing space. It gives you space, and it gives your aura and all of those layers that you have and your chakras, it gives it room to exhale, okay, without constantly being barraged with somebody else's energy. And you're being encouraged to do this so that you can take that time to then look back at timelines that were uncomfortable to gain closure, okay? But someone here is definitely, at the moment, and I'm getting for someone here, this is a parent or a caregiver, is going through the ringer for the way that they treated this light one, whether that be you, the person you're thinking of. Because I heard for quieting your voice. Because I heard not good enough, not good enough. Now let me have a look. Yeah, not good enough. You know, dimming your light, purposely dimming your light. Because you've got here also the devil energy in reverse. And this is letting me know that you really are, especially the Six of Air, being encouraged to walk away from anything, including energetic cords that are still attached. And with the King of Wands here, this is like Archangel Michael bringing that sword down, because you've also got the Moon card as well in reverse. Because right now there's someone here whose intuition is clouded with either confusion or doubt, okay? And I keep hearing lack of confidence, and it's exhausting for them. Because you've got here, look, the Ace of Pentacles has come out. This is expansion. And then you've got the Ace of Wands. This is someone purposely stopping the expansion of a child or an adolescent, you know, for connecting with the things that light them up. And I keep hearing that song by Take That. It's called Let It Shine. And if you listen to that song, it's just talking about how amazing this person is. Just let them shine. Let them shine brightly. Let it shine. Let me see. And your ancestors are encouraging you to do this, to take this time to do this. Because right now you've got Page of Cups to a Tower. I don't know who this is. It's almost like your inner child is offering you, telling you, go back to those uncomfortable moments, okay? Because I heard rewrite history. Now, can I have a little bit of advice before I go? Okay, I want to go from this one here. Let me see. And you've got Sovereign coming out. That's beautiful. And it says on here, you are the queen or king of your life. Treat yourself like royalty. Okay. Anything else that would like to come out before I go? Anything else, please and thank you. Wow, look at that passion. Light up your life by honouring your deepest desires. Any more? And there you go, choice. And it says, worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle the outcome. Okay? So this is also letting you know that there's no point worrying about the future or how you're going to get from A to B, because it's reminding me of, I remember watching a documentary and it was looking at like mountain goats, and like, you know, they can stand on like the tiniest little crevice on the side of the steepest cliff and they're just chilling out there, you know, and it's mind-boggling how they're able to do that and how they can go from, you know, they can dart all the way up really quickly. That is the same as kind of thinking of your goal as a massive mountain and, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? But the mountain goat, it's not looking at the whole cliff going, how the hell am I going to get up there? It's literally looking for footing, the next footing, and then the next footing, and the next footing. And because it's done it so many times before, it can stop on one of those footings and just chill for a little bit, very, very balanced. That's what you're being asked to do. Rather than worrying about how you're going to get to where you're going to go, being present, okay? Taking time to balance yourself, taking those mini breaks also while doing that healing, and knowing how sovereign you are, okay? And the last one I want to take out is space, because it says the quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and that resonated for you, I would love, love, love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content. If you are a returning subscriber and this, you know, I was going to say that this resonated, but if you're a return subscriber, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the Cove and helping this channel to grow, because I always say this, without you there would be no me. So I deeply appreciate your comments, your emails, you know. Anyone that feels moved to leave a donation, it's never expected, but it's always deeply appreciated, because it means I can put more time, more love and more, you know, cards and oracle decks into this channel. And anyone looking for a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box down below. Just go to the second paragraph down, look for the arrows pointing up, the blue line of arrows pointing up. There's 2 emails there. I usually get back to people within about 48 to 72 hours. If I do not, by any chance, just send me a prompt email and it will put your email to the top of the list. But with that being said, I hope you lovely, lovely souls have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening or night, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.